Cari amici sportivi, welcome yet to another edition of the Milan Weekly Podcast. Here we talk everything Milan, going from Serie A to Europa League. Coppa Italia coming up in January. Well, we're not professionals.
Nor do we pretend to be.
Vinny T, Stevie P over here, always faithfully every week. And what a great weekend we had. First and foremost, thank you to Dave and the gang at the Toy Food Drive for not only having us there, we're giving a hand in the trucks, we're filling up the cans, we're doing this because, you know, the day before...
Cans, personal hygiene, pasta had its own bin.
Yeah, because it was a lot of pasta in there, and some quality pasta too. It wasn't like the, you know...
Barilla.
Pasta Barilla, there was no
Di Cecco. We eliminated those ones.
We just said, no, this is going to go for other people.
We said, please, take your bill back, go back to where you bought it, because these guys, they support the black and white. No. Not even for that.
And we got Dave to be, he's a brand new Milan fan.
Yes, of course.
Because when we walked over there on Saturday before they were heading out to the Walmart to buy all those groceries, handing him over $1,400 coming from the four corners of the world, from our Milan fans, Milan members here. And we just want to take the time to not only say it was a fantastic experience. Steve's, it was his first one.
First time. Thank you, Dave, for letting me work in the truck. I promise I didn't eat anything from the baskets. But that's for sure.
They fed us. They brought us. They brought us
couple of pieces of
coffee.
Pizza. Had a couple of bagels.
We had a couple of grappas.
Couple of grappas just to stay warm.
To keep us warm, obviously. And before we get into...
but it was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day, guys, and
enlightening to me personally. I like to give my personal opinion. It made me feel good to give back. I had fun giving back. I had the chance to spend some more time with you. I brought my son on the Saturday just to show him exactly, you know, there's not everybody as fortunate as him. And it puts a lot of things into perspective. Let me tell you that much. You know, we do a lot of complaining. We complain about Milan. We complain about daily life. There's a lot of people out there, and it's obvious from the amount of food that was collected that need our help. And
it was a great feeling that by noon we needed to call in reinforcements to get us more trucks because we didn't have enough space.
More trucks!
And it was just a fantastic feeling, like for the 10th year. And the reason why, guys, right? Because when me and Steve were talking, it's like, okay, this is going to be great. You know, no, it's not going to be too cold for the shirtless.
I want a public apology from you.
What?
You did not believe.
I did not believe.
You did not believe in my dream.
I did not believe he was going to reach 1,000, let alone 1,400.
How many weeks was the GoFundMe page on?
A bit less than 3 weeks.
Boom. So next year, bigger and better.
You set a precedent. So, guys, when we're looking around, you know, it's jam-packed. There's all kinds of people. And I don't think it was the right time and place for us to, not only we're sweating, for us to take off our shirts and put the attention to us. It wasn't, but stay tuned. The spot
like as if we wouldn't do it shirtless anyways, right?
Yeah, that's true. So before we get into our talks and talk about our guests, I want to go through the list. Let's go from the newest donors. We just want to say a special thank you. Say a special thank you to everybody. So from Franco Zagari from New York, he had sent us some money. Now, guys. Our presidente, he went out and he gave us a nice donation, right? But then,
all kinds of cash money.
Maybe 10 hours after that, we get the bing. Maurizio Jacobucci from Toronto. He one-ups our president and donates $5 more. Now, he's going to say, I wanted to donate the money to get to your goal, but... It's $5 more. I like these shots they're taking over there, Maurizio. So he's
very nice. I don't know. 416.
I don't know if our president is gonna retaliate, but anyways, we'll see from over there. So
always next year, guys. Fight next year. No
thank you to Maurizio. Thank you to Marcello. Thank you to this is your sister-in-law.
My sister-in-law, Rosemary Greco.
Thank you, Taylor Battistella from Melbourne. Thank you very much. It comes a very long way. And by the way, Dave was ecstatic to know that we had money coming from Australia and from Ireland. We had Milan Legends and wife. Thank you very much.
Milan Legend wife.
We had my mom. We had we we could tell him Michael Lisi.
Michael.
He's waiting for us.
Who might be a guest.
Who
we
might
don't know.
be, maybe he's on mute somewhere. We have your friend Liana.
Yes.
We have Matu Di Guglielmo.
Liana is also a fellow member of the Milan Club Montreal.
Yes, sir. Thank
Lady
you very much. My aunt, thank you. Jan, fellow Milan Club member, the guy with the Bonucci jersey. But hey, we're not going to hold it against him. Thank you very much. Your wife that wanted to see you topless.
Of course.
Carlos Sardelli, thank you very much. Anthony Calcara, that guy, number one. He's a super fan. Luigi Mancini, the Juventino.
Yeah, that for sure you stole that money.
Joey Giannini, he's a Juventino too, no?
Yeah, but Joey's too nice. He didn't steal the money.
It is still the money, okay. Eric
Another Juventino.
Another Juventino. Giuseppe Pietrandronio.
Milanista.
Very nice. The Snake, Francis.
Francis was doing much better. He had a little bit of setbacks, doing better from
Is he wearing an eye patch?
No.
Can he be like a villain in a Bond movie?
No.
Okay. The Romanista, Vincenzo Gattuso. Daniel Caramaneas. I don't know, maybe that's the... from L'Ostrial, from him as well. David Fante from Philly. Abraham from the Milan Club Montreal. And last but not least, our first donor, Milan Club Dublin. And again, word yesterday, wearing it today. Thank you very much, guys. So, till next year, we're going to set a precedent and away we go.
Next year, it's going to probably involve Jello or something. And one of those small little inflatable pools. I already know what I'm going to do.
You heard it here first, guys. So, without further ado, let's get into, because how many presidential points did he send us this year? Funny how I only had one game to talk about it, but President, he likes to keep busy. We have, now, Steve, I want you to explain Michael here. He's a super fan, because you're more on the Twitter machine than I am. He's always putting us over, right? He's always putting us over.
Always supporting us, and Michael puts out some great content. Is not just one of those Twitter guys who just randomly types and whatever comes to his fingers goes.
He's not a keyboard warrior.
No, he's not a keyboard warrior. He backs it up. Love his stuff. He loves us. We love him. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I greatly appreciate it.
No, we thank you for taking the time. Where are you from exactly in the States? I don't remember reading that.
I'm originally from Cleveland, and right now I live in Youngstown, which is about an hour east of Cleveland. So I'm not that far from you guys, just around the bend.
The Browns, Baker Mayfield.
Oh, I believe they won a game this season.
They're winning.
They're winning. I don't know about the NFL over there. So, Michael, I know that you're a referee as well, so love of the sport. But talk to us. Where did this love for Milan come to be? Does it come from a young age? Talk to us about l'amore del Milan.
Well, like any American, probably the first time I really started watching a lot of soccer was World Cup '94. I grew up, actually, in the town I grew up in. Soccer is actually pretty big, but and I had lots of friends that played, that sort of thing. But unfortunately, at that time here in the States, it was pretty tough to find anything unless it was, when World Cup came around, or even, the Euros and that sort of thing. Probably like the early 2000s was when I really, when games were more available, and I really started getting into watching the sport a lot more. And because I'm half Italian, every time World Cups came around, I was watching Italy, and of course, Maldini seemed to play every single time. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna find out who he plays for, and before you know it, that's what I was watching.
There we go. So it's always about that generation where we talk to about the late '80s, early '90s. And by the way, Michael, you being half Italian makes you fully Italian, right, Steve?
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I was gonna say it. Then I thought about the piece of pizza that I had in the truck, and I forgot about it.
Okay. You had a piece of pizza in the truck?
No, not in this truck here. In the
truck and a piece of pizza, the 20 food job. Okay, so, Michael, as you can see, the president gave us many talking points, so we're going to go through them one by one. And obviously, the first one, we're going to talk about the Europa League elimination. So, according to OptaStats, in reality, those are his stats, but he just wanted to put something like that. It's the first time Milan get eliminated this early in a European competition in their history. Milan finishes third in a group composed of Real Betis, Olympiacos, and Dudlanj. Question: why do you think Milan suffered so much in every single match? Look, guys, I'm gonna. Okay, you go ahead. You say what's on your mind, Michael. You're our guest. You go first.
Oh no, I was gonna say, as far as the Europa League goes, I think the idea was to go in with using using it, to give a lot of extra players, playing time. It appeared from the first game, Bakayoko was probably going to play every game. Obviously, he had a disaster start, so it's going to be perfect for him. Perfect to rotate in some other guys. But then, unfortunately, as the injuries mounted up, it couldn't quite be that. And by the last game, I mean, we had no choice but to pretty much put our starting 11 out there because who else was available? So to me, it started off as one thing, kind of switched over to something else, and more or less just ran out of gas, ran out of bodies by the end. I mean, Bertolacci played one game. I think we figured out real quick he wasn't going to play anymore. Mauri played like a half of a game. Figured out he wasn't going to be able to help out a whole lot. By the last game, you pretty much had two center backs left. So, to me, it started off as one plan, but by the end of it, Gattuso, that plan had to go out the window, and he had no choice but to play who he played.
Make a fine point there, but Steve, I know we're talking about it on Saturday and Sunday. If you have to look back at, when we got all these injuries and everything, right? We're still in fourth spot, I think, to the surprise of most of us, right? Nobody was expecting us to be in fourth.
No.
If there was one game that we that we really showed how bad the situation we are, it happened to be in the Europa League. Now, we shouldn't be in this position. We shouldn't have been in this position from the get-go. And guys, don't talk to me about the penalty and the this. And guys, I don't know if you saw, even Pepe Reina almost got a red card because it was outside the box. So it just looks like it was the culmination of having 3-4 weeks of half players and disappointment, obviously. But right now, you know what? Put all your eggs in the same basket and maintain that fourth spot from there. Steve, what do you think?
For me, guys, I'm just disappointed. I can't handle these eliminations against teams that we should be beating. Whether it would be with injured players, half injured players, I don't want to hear the excuse anymore. I want to win. I want to keep all my options open to get to the Champions League. For me, not progressing. And everybody's going to say, oh, it's not important, it's the Europa League. I get it. But it's another avenue, guys. Nothing's going to say that we're going to stay in fourth place the whole year.
Roma, Napoli, Inter, guys, it's not like they're going to be screwing up the Lazio. Even look at Lazio Atalanta today.
And you know what? If we were going to go out and he was going to decide, Gattuso was going to decide, from the beginning in Europa League, we're going to play all the players who are not going to get a lot of playing time during the year and stick with it all through and we get eliminated, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But you're starting, like Michael said, pretty much your best starting 11. That starting 11 includes Higuain, includes Cutrone, and they're not scoring.
And I'm going to go back to what you were saying, Steve. I think Cutrone is a far better asset when he's coming off the bench for now. But if we keep on talking about how disappointed we are, but guys, we got Bologna tomorrow. Let's hope we maintain. Lazio losing today, Atalanta still behind. So if we could get those 3 points and close in that gap and try to maintain that fourth spot, that's
how is Roma still alive?
I don't know. Like what they do,
we're giving these guys Christmas gift after Christmas gift after Christmas gift.
Definitely, and they almost tied. No, they were.
Yeah.
At least what's his name? Di Francesco is gonna keep.
He saved himself. No
panettone for him. No panettone.
But he's gonna have a.
He's gonna panettone. Yeah, he's gonna get the panettone. But point number 2, guys. Gattuso and the fear factor. Gattuso has been coached for a year now, yet we haven't seen the team mature and toughen up when dealing with adversity. There's still a talk of fear when things go wrong and at least terrible mistakes. To his credit, Gattuso has taken some responsibility while also repeating the team is young and has to improve. Gattuso also said, I apologize to the fans, we performed terribly. However, I defend all my players and I'm ready to throw myself in the fire for the team. So, Michael, to you, how much patience will Milan management have with Gattuso, who admits he is still a young coach and has a lot to learn? And are you fed up of Gattuso repeatedly saying the team is young and lacks maturity?
I'm really hoping that they'll be patient enough with him through the rest of the year. I mean, it's not like they've been able to get him a whole lot of help. I mean, I understand that he's still going through the coach speak in every press conference, and I think maybe in a way he feels like he's still he still is kind of new and still sort of has to do that. Maybe when he gets a little more comfortable, maybe he starts calling out guys a little bit more. I don't think he goes, full Mourinho and, really starts, belittling guys and, being dismissive of players and that sort of thing. But I just think at this point he still doesn't feel 100% that it's his gig, even though it has been a year. So that's why he still maybe feels like he has to say the right things, but I don't think we're going to see that press conference. You always see that video floating around.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about playing with balls, all that kind of stuff. We're never going to quite see that out of him. I think he realizes he has to be a little more professional. But I think at a certain point here, maybe after the first of the year, now that we have a very clear focus on, what our goals are the rest of the year, which is obviously top 4 or bust, I think maybe we start seeing a little more, edge to him in the press conferences and that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm perfectly okay with them keeping him around the rest of the year. I think he's done pretty well with the resources he's had at his disposal.
It's a good fine point, Steve. Do you think that maybe the Gattuso can at least stop? No,
guys,
okay,
guys,
okay.
Please, I agree with some of the points Michael made. This guy is a World Cup winner. He's a Scudetto winner. He's a multiple Champions League winner. His pedigree doesn't always have to be as a coach. He played. He was a warrior. He was a fighter. I am starting to get a little bit fed up of this whole they're young, they need to mature. It's his job to make them mature quicker than they're maturing right now.
Yeah.
He's not a tactician. We know he's not a tactician. Mourinho's different. Mourinho's a double treble winner. He kind of plays a character where he will divert attention away from his struggling team, which Manchester United is struggling, and make the media talk about him. I agree with Michael. We're not going to see that press conference where, the Greek one, sometimes good, sometimes shit. I know we're not going to see that. But Gattuso's at his best when he talks from the heart.
Yeah.
And in those press conferences, people will see through that because that's not him. It's not him. I see through it. I'm sitting an ocean away and I say, the PR guy got in his ear.
Yeah.
After Olympiacos, he should have flipped the table. This table that we're on here, I would have flipped it. And the only thing we got was, I want to throw myself in the fire. Well, throw everybody else in the fire because they played like shit.
But maybe who knows?
But come out and say we played like shit. We played like shit. I want to hear shit because that's what we played. We played Olympiacos. God damn it, they're 3rd in the Greek league. We're 4th in the Serie A. 4th.
Basically, we just need Gattuso to yes, you need not always have that.
How
filter.
happy were you with the press conference about Salvini and his comments?
Well, Salvini, I was very happy because Gattuso came out as Gattuso
and told him, "Mind your own business.
Yeah.
You do politics, I'll do coaching."
But he did it in a way still respectful.
Exactly.
But he did it in the Gattuso. Yeah, okay.
So do it the same way.
Yeah.
The same way. Tell us they played like shit. We were shit. We were shit. That was a terrible game. In a Europa League game against Olympiacos where a tie is good, our only goal came from Zapata, and we're out.
Yeah.
Unacceptable. It
just seemed like, what, if you did this to us in Serie A, that you maintained this cadence and kept us in 4th spot, we expected us to pass Olympiacos, but
unacceptable.
Point number 3. Following the elimination in Europa League, Leonardo said the following: we are a team that is still in construction. We weren't good enough, and I'm not saying we should have gotten out of the group. I'm not making excuses, but it is unfair we got eliminated. When we were on the attack, there was a bizarre sound like a horn, which the regulations do not permit. The penalty against us was not warranted, and the corner kick should have been awarded to Olympiacos later.
A fucking horn. He's talking about a fucking horn.
What is worse, Milan's elimination or Leonardo's attempt to protect the team and take pressure off Gattuso? You know, this is...
It's a goddamn horn. We played a World Cup in South Africa with a buzzing noise the whole goddamn friggin' World Cup.
Yeah.
The vuvuzela was deafening to people who were watching it on TV. He's talking about a horn. Deflect, but deflect with some concrete stuff.
It was a poor attempt at excuses, right? But you know what I'm very surprised about this comment, and I don't know if you guys saw. I think you posted it on Twitter. Leonardo's interview where he put Zazzaroni back in his place, and he did it very eloquently, and he did it very professionalism, and there was no beating around the bush. And then we got to hear stuff like that.
This is failed of Galliani. I saw this point. He knows, Presidente, that I'm gonna smash the table. I have other tables like this. I can replace it.
Michael, do you find it as excuses, or was Leonardo just trying to protect the team?
I think Leonardo's basically playing the nice cop there. You know, I don't like hearing the excuse me. I don't like hearing the excuses about that was kind of a soft penalty. Okay, whatever. You know, and the excuse about the noise just absolutely kills me because to me, how could you not play well and get your blood pressure up and be excited and enthusiastic to play in an atmosphere like that? I mean, if that doesn't get your blood flowing as a player, I don't know what would. I mean, what do you want to do? Play in like dead silence? You know, the bigger the crowd, the more the noise. I mean, I don't think they should have been intimidated or scared or, you know, filing some protest or whatever. To me, that kind of atmosphere says, you know, it's go time. Let's go. You know what I mean? I just can't. It was kind of disappointing to hear him come out and lay out some of the excuses that he did. That's not the sort of thing I don't think. As nice guy as Gattuso is now, we're never going to hear him say that sort of stuff. I mean, maybe that's Leonardo's role. You know, that's fine, whatever. But yeah, it's disappointing to hear that kind of stuff from him. I don't get that. I mean, there's a guy that's won a World Cup. He played in Milan, played on the biggest stage in front of all sorts of crazy crowds. I mean, he was playing there when, you know, they were like the stadium on fire. Yeah. You know, and he's gonna throw a fit about, you know, some buzzing noise or this or that or whatever. I mean,
Michael, they used to throw toilets, Michael. Toilets. Goddamn toilets. He's complaining about a horn.
Yeah.
They threw a scooter.
You know what
they threw a scooter. A goddamn scooter.
They were throwing flares at Dita back in the day.
Flares.
Did we, you know, I mean, granted that match was banned, but at the same time, I mean, you know, that's the atmosphere. That's the experience. Like you said, how does that not get you going? You want to play in a quiet room? Is that going to get you motivated? You know, I don't. Yeah, it's just
why don't we go play at the library next time? Huh?
Hey, there you go.
You know who we would need right now, like at a comment like this, good old Tommy. Tommy, he would have.
Super fan.
Fan Tommy, he would have brought it all back to Saki. And he would have said Saki this and.
He would have said this. He would have said Saki would have played a game at the Coliseum with full of people. And lions and tigers, and they stab each other so that they will get used to the noise.
And on a side note, we completely forgot. Tommy and friends, Milan Club members as well, donated during our Christmas party for the cause. But yeah, Tommy, you know what? We got to get Tommy on the line next time.
We're gonna make a segment out of Tommy.
Yeah, definitely. Michael, I don't know if you know, but Tommy is that one guy from the Milan Club that whatever we're talking about, he'll come out and goes, "But guys, Saki, he would have like he comes out of nowhere, but he's always like old school. He always wear the Mediolano.
I think we should call I think we should call the segment the Saki moment.
The Saki moment. You know what? We're gonna see if we can get him on.
If he signs off on it,
we're
Saki
good.
moment.
We're good. Chapter number 4. The UEFA decision on the financial fair play. So the UEFA has finally provided Milan with its verdict on financial fair play, and it seems like a mix between a voluntary and settlement agreement. Milan has 2.5 seasons to balance the books while giving some liberty on how much they can spend for the mercato. One of the easiest ways to generate revenue is to develop players and sell them for profits, something that Milan is not accustomed to but will have no choice going forward. Before we answer this question, guys, I just want to remind everybody, guys, don't think this is from the Yonglong Lee 1 year. This is Berlusconi and Galliani for it. So don't put all the blame on last year. Steve, I'm gonna ask you first. Given the tight...
Well, you can't really put the blame on anybody last year because we didn't know it existed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Given the tight deadline, which player or players are you ready to sacrifice on the mercato to help Milan's revenue?
Whoa. Tell President to pull back the reins on the chariot that he's on. Okay? Because we have to do a lot of this administration, Gazidis, Leonardo Maldini, have to do a lot of evaluation. You're not going to get that from 15 games.
No.
You're not going to get that from the Primavera. 15 games. These guys are in, they're new. I get it's the 2 seasons, but give them some time. I'm not ready to sacrifice anybody right now.
But if you had to...
Players that are on the roster now or the Primavera?
Somebody comes along for 40 million for Suso, you going to take 40 million for
Boom.
Suso?
Gonzo.
Michael, who would you be good for 40 million for Suso?
I'd be okay with 40.
All right.
I think I would dangle that carrot out a little further and see just how much more you could get for him. But at the end of the day, if you told me next summer that we got 40 for him, I'd be okay.
Yeah, and I agree with Michael. I agree with Michael. Dangle the carrot because the EPL is willing to. They'll probably splash 80. You understand?
How about so one?
But I'm not selling Suso to anybody else in Serie A.
No. Because no, we're not gonna do that one. But I think Suso would be an acceptable if we need to get there. But guys, let's let them do their jobs. But no, I'm not ready to get rid of any kind of players right now. What are we gonna go rid of? Cutrone.
You're gonna sacrifice Calabria, and you're gonna think Conte's gonna take his place, and Conte's gonna get hurt. What are you gonna do? You're starting all over again.
Exactly.
You wanna sacrifice Ricardo Rodriguez? Who's gonna take his place at left back? Laxalt. Laxalt needs to pick up the pace.
Exactly.
That's why we need to see these players really play.
The only one that will make...
You know what I want to sacrifice? Bezzolacci, Jose Mauri. Let's go. You want to go with those guys? I'm ready to sacrifice. I'll drive them.
Or if Blizzari keeps on being a great keeper in La Primavera, guys, somebody comes around for 70, 80 million for Donnarumma.
No one else needs a goal right now.
No, Real Madrid. They didn't just spend Courtois as a big
they're not gonna spend another 100 million when they already have $100 million goalie.
That's true.
And Real Madrid, if they go get another goaler, which they're dumb enough to go do another goaler, they're gonna go get David De Gea from Manchester United.
Alright, so non si tocca Donnarumma, non si tocca. Chapter number 5.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Yes.
I just want to nose in real quick on all. As far as financial fair play goes, the way I see it is, and every other team seems to do this, instead of asking for permission, you ask for forgiveness. You make a bunch of moves, they come after you and say, hey, maybe you spent a little too much money, and then you make a little deal and everything's good at the end of the day. I think if you sit back and think you're not allowed to do anything, I think you're kind of playing the game wrong, sort of. You know what I mean? Like, I think you go out, you do your thing. If they slap you on a little bit on the wrist and you got to pay, like, what is it, a $12 million fine? I don't think from a club like us that should stop you from doing things and put a halt to business.
I think it's a bit more complicated than that, Michael. Me too.
Especially with our history.
Like the $12 million, to be very honest, we were joking at the bar, and you know how much money you have in your wallet right now? Like $100. Well, Elliot has $12 million. He carries that around. You understand? So he wants to go out to eat. He's gonna splash $1 million. So 12 is not the problem. The problem with the financial fair play is how they hit you on your roster. So you're only allowed to have 21 players. You're constantly getting stuck, and that's why the Inter, the Roma have suffered so much. Not in Roma exception, last year's Champions League did fantastic, but Inter suffer. Napoli's hard to get around in terms of the Champions League. It's because the financial fair play doesn't really count for like Manchester City, PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Bayern Munich is an economic wonder. Yeah, but the rest of them, like you said, Michael, they get money from they have excellent financial fair play lawyers, and that's what happens.
And with us having that situation happen, that they were going to take us out of Europe and everything, it's like I get where he's coming from, Michael. If we didn't have that ban and everything, let's ask for forgiveness. But I think right now we have the right people in place, especially Gazidis from his track record. That maybe I don't know. They still have. I believe they still have a deadline that they can actually go to the TAS, le Tribunal Arbitral Sportif.
Whoa.
And we'll see where we go from over there. But maybe they might take an extra year to balance the books, and that's why we need to stay in Champions League contention to make that money that we're possibly losing for the Europa League this year.
Well, I think that's why it has to be fourth place or bust. And I do agree with you guys. I think we do have a team in place now that is is very familiar with how this all goes, and certainly be more confident in these guys to be able to navigate their way through the situation.
Makes sense. Chapter number 5, Higuain going dry. So according to La Gazzetta, Higuain has never had such a low Serie A goal total, 5 goals in mid-December in his career like he has now with Milan. Is it simply a case of not getting proper service, or there's something else going on with the Pipita lacks of goals? Guys, I'm just going to tell you that by week 7, you guys wanted to crucify Bakayoko. We wanted to crucify Bakayoko.
That would be me.
And now, all of a sudden, it's like, can we get 35 million to pick him up? So I don't think there's something wrong with El Pipita. I think it's just,
you can't score goals if they don't give you scoring chances.
When you see Higuain, I believe against Olympiacos, I saw him like in the back line, doing defending, grabbing balls, coming. When has ever Higuain had to play something like that?
He's played on fantastic teams. That's why he's had more than 5 goals mid-December. Let's just be honest with everybody on the Milan Twitter. He's played with fantastic teams where if you suit me up, I will be able to score you 3 goals.
From
this guy's young. I don't understand.
From the top corner.
I will be able to score you 3 goals on the teams that he played for.
I'm here.
No, we got you. But
Oh, sorry guys, I thought I lost you there for a moment. I apologize.
No problem. But Steve, you're making sense. Is that it's the first time he's playing on a team that is a average. Guys, even going above average, I think we're stretching it right now. But I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything wrong with Higuain, and we need to be patient. Michael, do you think it's him just not getting service? Or do you think something's wrong with him?
No, I agree completely about what you guys were saying with him in the past, having played with good teams. I mean, look at all the teams he's played with in the past. He played with Madrid, he played with Napoli, he played with Juventus. I mean, it's just a matter of him getting used to playing with I'm going to say above average, because I'm a glass half full kind of guy. But, also 2 players go through good and bad stretches. Let's say he doesn't score in like the next 5 games in a row. So, I'm a little frustrated right now. I'm not going to lie, but it's a long season. And there's nothing saying that he can't bounce back pretty quickly.
Yeah, and
tomorrow afternoon would be great.
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon would be a fantastic time to get out of this goal drought. Like 2 or 3 would be nice.
Yeah.
But I've also seen him do more with this Milan team than I've seen him with, let's say, with a Juventus. Well, he's had to do more.
Yeah.
So like Vinny said, we find him against Olympiacos almost in our half. With Juve, he didn't need to do that. With Napoli, they had so much of the ball, he didn't need to do that. With Real Madrid, same thing. With Milan, it's a different animal. If he was coming here, he likes the money. We paid him the money. We're gonna be hard on him. There's gonna be people that are gonna be hard on him, and they're just. They have the right to be hard on him. But let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it from the teams that he's played in the past, what he's playing with now. He's not getting the amount of service. He's a game changer. He could score goals and create goals by himself.
Yeah.
But he didn't have to do that. Now I see him around the box almost second guessing himself.
Trying to do too much by himself. At that point against when Suso was all opening and passed to Suso.
The right ball was to pass.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, in the end, no, I'm not worried whatsoever. Tomorrow. Let's predict it right now. Tomorrow, he's gonna score 1 for us. Chapter number 6, the Cutrone Golden Boy, excuse me. Did you see how I went from chapter 6 to chapter 8? There's no chapter 7.
No chapter 7.
No chapter
Oh,
7.
yeah.
But, you know, before...
A miscalculation from the accountant.
You know what I completely forgot, though?
What?
We're at chapter 6 right now. And Steve.
I didn't put everything in perspective for you, Michael.
So, because we have another 3 points, right? Now, is this where are you gonna take us? Is this when the Presidente realizes that Maurizio one-upped him $5 more and he was getting, or is this another situation?
This is another situation, guys. So Presidente, Milan Club Montreal had a fantastic Christmas party last Friday, right before the Southside Toy and Food Drive. So Michael, let me put this into perspective for you. Presidente, he's the one who chose the date of the Christmas party, yet he forgot to check his calendar. Now, he doesn't have an iPhone, okay?
No.
Okay? He has one of those calendars that you keep in your back, in your shirt pocket
It's
next
the
to his
accordion
bed.
one, you know?
The accordion one.
That you open up and
You know?
yeah.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's last year's calendar.
Yeah.
Okay? Because when he looked at the date, he said, this is a good date. Then, First Lady said, Presidente, you know that Friday is little Presidente's figure skating, ice skating pageant. So Presidente, he panicked, right? So like now he's getting the act in this thing because he knows he's not coming, right? They said, Abba, I can still make it. And what happens, Michael? Ice storm. We got an ice storm. She made ice appear everywhere that night. So he was not coming to the Christmas party. Once he sat down at the little show, every single point Michael started to come to him.
But in the background, as they're skating, they're skating around.
And then he skipped a chapter, and he's an accountant, and he counted 6, then he missed 7, and he went to 8.
So, as we ask all our guests, Michael, I'm sure you have no problem believing what we just told you. You see? Yeah, it's completely legit.
He's joking.
I can't believe we forgot about it. Lisa,
Listen, I'm a married man, and I at least was wise enough to learn at some point over the years to check with my wife first. Presidente maybe still has a couple things to learn.
Oh!
I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, and I don't know how old Presidente is, but my father, who turns 81 next year, he still has a calendar in his front pocket. So
good for him.
Maybe Presidente needs to,
well,
catch up to current times. Maybe
Presidente, Michael.
Can help him learn how to use that smartphone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Michael, Presidente is 34 going on 60.
Chapter.
That sounds about right.
Chapter number 6, Cutrone's Golden Boy. So he's been awarded the Golden Boy Award given to the best Italian. Did you see the video of Gattuso saying?
Very happy for him. He was really happy for him.
Allora, grazie.
E te raccomando.
So the question out of Ibrahimovic has confirmed that he will remain with the LA Galaxy and MLS. Milan looked for another striker in January, which could impact Cutrone's playing time. Or are you comfortable with Higuain and Cutrone up front and have other players on the roster fill in when needed? Guys, we need a striker.
Yeah.
We need a striker. We need somebody. We don't need a band-aid striker. We need somebody that's going to be able to make a difference, because if you're going to keep it in fourth spot, you're going to need those goals against those Chievos, against those Genoas, against these teams that, against these Spals that usually you would draw. We're going to need that. So don't go get me Joe Schmo that's playing on the bench somewhere. We need somebody now. We're not going to go spend 100 million, right? What do you think, Michael? Do you think we definitely need, or we're going to go with Cutrone and Higuain?
I think if we stick with 4-4-2, I think you definitely have to bring in another person. Otherwise, about the only thing you can do is either A, play both of those guys till they're dead, which I don't think anybody wants to see that, or B, you're going to have to start doing something where, like, you start Higuain and say, and I know people hate him, start him alongside Barini. Barini runs around in circles. 70 minutes into the game, Cutrone comes in, or vice versa. But if you're going to switch back to 4-3-3, maybe it's not the end of the world, but then you got to find somebody to play on the wing. So either way, we need a little bit of help up front. There's no doubt about that. I don't like this idea of 4-4-2 every game where you start those two. You know, I love, you know, the 2 years we've seen Catroni for the most part. I mean, nothing got us more excited than him warming up at, like, you know, say the 70th minute, 75th minute, getting ready to come on.
Makes sense.
You know, and if we're going to stick with 4-4-2, start Higuain and whoever you bring in, and Catroni, you know, keeps up that role, you know, as super sub. And I'm okay with that.
Definitely.
But like you said, you got to bring in somebody that can play. I mean, we can't bring in some guy that, you know, is sitting on the bench for, like you said, Kievo right now or something like that.
Yeah, we're not bringing Roberto Inglese.
No. Well, we're not bringing like the likes of a Matri or a.
Matri, please don't talk to me about that.
Oh my God.
I think I just got a kidney stone.
Steve, you're with us, right? We need somebody.
We need a striker, guys. And I'm looking on Twitter and I'm seeing reports saying that they're looking for a striker who could also play winger. It's a winger or a striker, guys. Let's. You want to buy two? Buy two. I don't care. But buy me a striker. Buy me a winger.
At this point, you have Castellano that played the
Well,
striker.
you know what? The false nine didn't. It worked against Sassuolo.
It worked.
The thing is that we tried it. Then Pepita came back, and you had to come away from it. But it did work.
Who knows, right? But definitely, I think we're all in agreement that we need somebody. No bench warmer on any other team. We need somebody of quality.
We also need some depth in the midfield, guys. This January mercato, whether we like it or not, needs to be very important if we want to keep fourth place.
Especially, exactly. If that's going to be our goal, which I think they don't have to come out and say it, that's definitely going to be our goal, especially for the money-wise for next year for the Champions League. Chapter number, 8, not 7.
7, 8.
Happy birthday to Milan. Milan turned 119.
Milan, happy birthday, Milan. 119 years old.
Happy birthday, Curva Sud too. That will be
50
turning
years
50. I don't like it when you ask me these kind of questions. Do you see this trend continuing, or do you have a bad feeling Milan will lose? What does he ask us questions like that? Do we have a bad feeling we're gonna lose? Even if we did have a bad feeling, President, we wouldn't say it on here, right? Tomorrow we
want to win.
Tomorrow I predict we win ugly. Like maybe a 2-3 deflection going inside the goal.
We'll take it.
Michael, are we winning ugly tomorrow?
No, we're gonna win. Period.
Yes,
good,
Michael.
Bad,
yes.
Ugly, indifferent. I'm not the sort of person who cares. I mean, if it goes in off, Zapata's backside and we win 1-0, then great. Cheers to Zapata. Thank you very much. 3 points. Let's move on to the next game. With this team, I don't think we're going to be racking up too many style points anyway. So
no champagne football from us, my friend.
No. Or
that's okay.
Goal with the VAR. I'll take the VAR goal. Yeah,
sure.
Not a problem.
Absolutely.
Chapter number 9. So we're talking about Bologna here. So Milan has a packed schedule ahead with 4 games in the next 12 days. So we do have Bologna, guys, Fiorentina on Saturday, Frosinone on Boxing Day. Then we got the Spal. And they get a break and restart in mid-January with Coppa Italia, Supercoppa, and league matches. Tomorrow's matches are in with former teammates Inzaghi and Gattuso, but will be significant pressure to win. According to Milan TV, since 1999, following Milan's elimination in European competition, the Rossoneri have always rebounded with a result, 4 wins and 2 draws. So do you see this trend continuing tomorrow? He's asking us the exact same question.
Again, the same question as number 8 there.
So definitely...
There you got blinded by the light of the show or something.
Guys, let me rephrase this question on behalf of Presidente. Forget 4 games in 12 days, but is this not, other than Fiorentina, which is not doing 100%, is this not, guys, the 4 teams you want to face in the next 12 days? Steve?
We do want to face these teams.
Paper.
I would have liked on paper, and I would also have liked to be healthy. That's a lot of games for a team that's very thin.
Yeah.
So Milan Twitter or myself as well, I'm gonna buckle myself in there. There's 4 games there.
Yeah.
I want 12 points. You understand? I want 12 points. Am I gonna get 12 points? I'm probably not, guys.
9?
I'll probably end up with 9.
9 is good.
But it's gonna hurt because you slip up.
But then we have 2 weeks off.
2 weeks off. That's that's another thing, right? You get on a run. You're gonna have 2 weeks off.
Yeah. So, Michael, what do you see there for? Do you like the 12 days? At least it's balanced teams. What do you think about all this?
I'm with you guys. I think 8, 9 points. I'm going to be a happy camper. Like you're saying, we're about as thin as it is right now. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we play 4-4-2, and right now we have two midfielders. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Bakayoko and Kessie. And right now Kessie's on 4 yellow cards. So I think if I'm Gattuso, I'm making sure he knows every game before he walks out, because if he gets a yellow tomorrow, I don't know who's starting Saturday.
Yeah, and Kessie hasn't been playing.
Montalivo's still floating around, but no thanks.
No, he can stay on the bench, and Kessie has not been tip-top shape either, but who knows, the guy just keeps on running every single game. It's crazy, but guys, you know what? Bologna tomorrow, hopefully, on paper, should be a win. I know Bologna is struggling. Then we have Fiorentina, which is not going to be an easy one, because even Fiorentina is looking for some points as well. Frosinone and Spal, guys, no offense to them, but guys, if we can't come up with points against these two teams, let's just...
Maybe 4th place is not for us.
Exactly. And we'll take that 12-day break. We'll have the Supercoppa, and we'll go from over there.
No, Coppa Italia and Supercoppa.
Coppa Italia, they were going to start, and then the Supercoppa against the Juventus, and hopefully we don't have the same display as last year when we got completely destroyed. I believe it was 4-0, and I just don't want to think about it anymore. I have a surprise for you, Steve. Right, we're gonna let Michael plug himself. He's gonna put himself over, as he puts us over all the time on the Twitter machine. So, Michael, where can we find you? I know that you do some blogging about Milan as well.
Very good blog.
Oh, thank you. The name of our blog is Fossa de Leone, and there's me and 2 other guys that take care of all the stuff over there. Actually, our blog goes back, if I could just for a minute, all the way back to, we used to be on the AC Milan Offside way back when. It started all the way back in January of 07. And there's been like a rotating cast of us over the years. So actually, once we hit the first of the year, it'll be 12 years for us.
Wow.
Which, I don't know how many blogs have been floating around that long, but we keep plugging away.
Feel free to write about us, Michael.
What's that?
Feel free to write about us one day.
Don't worry. Usually once a year, I put out like a blog of my favorite pods for the year, and let's just say you guys are in strong contention to be in the top spot this year, and certainly inviting me on helps.
Maybe we send them a panettone as a gift.
As a gift.
No, not a bribe, as a gift.
Yeah.
From over there.
A little Toblerone, a little kolache. I'm not going to complain.
There we go.
But yeah, there, and then also on Twitter at AC Milan Michael. We usually put up about 2 to 3 blogs a week. We always do a match thread. We have commenters from all over the world. We got a pretty good supported cast, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun with the guys there, and tons of fun to meet new people on Twitter all the time, especially guys like you. This is the 3rd time now I've been on different podcasts, and I'm eternally grateful for the time I'm given. I got no complaints at all. It's a blast.
And we appreciate your listens and your comments and feedback, positive, even people that give us negative feedback.
Yeah,
hey,
sure.
We'll take any kind of feedback, but thank you very much for taking the time, Michael, and once again, check out his blogs, guys, and maybe...
and the negative thing is, negative criticism is good. Constructive criticism, like someone would say, don't do the podcast shirtless. Well, I wouldn't do it again, right?
Exactly.
Not
right?
like I've done it before.
You've done
I'll probably do it again.
And, right now, Michael has no idea, but we're both shirtless. And now my surprise is... Well, Michael's just going to have to watch it at the end of the video to find out the surprise there. So, Michael, we will bid you adieu.
Yes.
And you check out your Twitter machine there tomorrow. Or your YouTube machine.
Yeah.
That the YouTube video should be up before midnight.
Really do greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Bye now, boys.
Ciao. So, maybe the viewers have noticed you're shirtless from the beginning.
From the beginning.
I decided, because I had something in mind, I'm like, let me just take it out. Now, Steve, you know that there is we do have a segment left.
Yes.
And I think you guys are going to have to bear with us because we're going to take this outside because we are men of our words. We decided that it wasn't in the right place and time yesterday, and with our luck, obviously it's 10 degrees colder. Yeah.
No,
So
we didn't want to do it when it was 2 degrees. We'll do it when it's -8.
yeah, because we're smart, right? We're really smart. So we do have our brioche in the indigestion.
Yeah, but we're changing the brioche though.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, he's putting us
Yeah, I
over.
don't know.
Me, I think you know what I got.
We gave the award yesterday.
Yeah, it's true. We did give the award yesterday to the brioche. Okay, so guys, bear with us. We're taking this camera now, and
Where?
we're going outside. Okay, here we go. You got your boots on. Oh, this thing over here. All right, guys. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so okay.
Let me put on my boots.
Do you understand? Do you understand what I do for this guy?
Put on my boots. My boots. Oh, they're a little tight.
They're a little tight.
Little tight.
So, sorry for the mess, guys. See, I'm a single man. I don't clean up very much, but I don't need to impress Steve. Okay. This is funny because the people listening to the podcast, they're gonna have to go to the YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, so let's go.
We're going out.
What was I thinking? Jesus Christ. Fuck. All right, so there's cold. It's cold outside. There's snow. And the quality is not that. So we're freezing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this very quickly because we don't have that much good quality. Let's get back to the light here. Okay, light. All right, so as you can see.
Want to see my body? Look at my body.
So guys, we have indigestion of the week.
Bologna.
Seriously, like what this guy throwing out the crosses and for that's to him and their owner guys is the Montreal Impact owner from over here.
Mr. Sapuro.
Our nipples are popping. Yes, they are. Steve. Yes,
No,
they are.
almost.
And people are probably passing by. They were crazy.
very bad.
And that was pretty horrible from over there. That didn't really give us indigestion. So to that guy there. And for a brioche of the week.
It's Dave.
Guys, Dave from the you know, it's not soccer related, but the guy like awesome and a really good feeling. Check out the videos.
5 trucks of food. 5
Food
trucks.
and toys and clothes, and so check out the videos we're gonna be posting. I mean,
It's not even that cold.
It's not, but now it's getting there. It's getting there. But as you can see, there's no Photoshop here. There's no.
No.
God damn it, we're sexy. Where are you going?
The people have their thing open. Window open.
Oh my God, guys! Ovunque sempre.
Forza Milan!
Ciao.